Hi everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I'm here to do a weekly overview, and this is general for everyone. I've already laid out the cards, and I'm going to start with a chakra card, and then at the end, I'm going to pull an oracle for each element. So I just want to thank everyone for tuning in today, and while you're tuning in, like, share, subscribe, hit that thumbs up button. And what is this week going to bring? Now, we know the new moon is today, and if you're on the eastern part of the eastern time zone, it's at 11:38 p.m. So this new moon is a good time to commit to personal goals. And this new moon is in Scorpio. So Scorpio is like, I deserve, right? So this is about depth, going deep. Mediocrity just will not satisfy. It's about intimacy. It's about extreme emotions. And then we also have Venus and Mercury in Scorpio too, which I think is interesting. So those intense feelings, how they relate to your love life. How are you communicating your thoughts? They're going to be probing. You're going to be trying to uncover things in yourself and others, and vice versa. So what I got for this week, starting today, which is Sunday, this is the solar plex chakra. Self-mastery. With all that intensity of Scorpio new moon, it's going to be about controlling yourself, mastering your own gifts. Are you prepared to do that? That would be the question I'm going to be asking myself too. And to master something requires courage, love, and now's the time to give your full attention and presence to your gifts. Be encouraged. Look at your life's mission. Plant seeds required to bring you closer to your soul's path, and stay motivated and dance in the mastery of yourself. Now, this solar plex chakra, solar plex, this is fire. That fire in your belly. So if you can get out in the sun, do some aerobic exercises, do some core strengthening, maybe some meditation. And with all this deep Scorpio and Mercury, the new moon, and Venus, this is a good time to develop sensitivity and respect for others, So overall, that's kind of the vibration for this week. Now, I pulled some tarot, and the first thing I got here, what is this? I'm sorry, I had to turn it upside down to look at it. 6 of water. So this is encouraging you to look forward, don't look backwards, and take responsibility for what you allow in your life. Hey, is that part of self-mastery? Now, with all this water, this Scorpio, and Venus also, how Venus, the new moon, and Mercury, and the moon is mother. So this water, this emotion, that what you're feeling things so intensely. So I encourage everyone, wherever you're at, just take responsibility for what you allowed in your life at this present moment. You have to take responsibility for that. And so all these things are probably what's stirring in you right now on some level. Now, this could be physically, emotionally, or spiritually, because we're all on different paths. Everyone's in different places. So where it applies into what aspect of your life, if it's relationships, work, where you live, physical, mental, or spiritual, however that fits for you. Look forward, don't look back. Don't hold on to the beginning of your life. because you don't want to become stagnant. Next, we have the Ten of Fire. Isn't that what we were just talking about? That fire in your belly. This is about facing tests in life. And this is a time to ask your guides, if it's God, angels, your ancestors, Buddha, whatever practice that you follow or believe. I encourage you to ask them for help and guidance, because life tests of karma, you can overcome it. Or if you're going through some hard times, this is a time where you can overcome. It's just about really that Scorpio, go deep. It's like face the test, but it's about trust. Because you think, what's that, the saying, walk by faith and not by sight? Because you see him walking on them hot coals, and his hand is extended. He's moving forward, and this is what we want to do, because here, you can't live in the past. You got to go forward. And doing so, just know that, you could have increased self-esteem, and others will acknowledge that, whoa, this is, this, if that's what you see. Move forward. Now, more water here. Scorp had water. Now, this is the Seven of Water. Now, when you look at this, the layers here, it's like going through the different layers of chakras, like self-evolution. And you see, if you can really see, it's like a shadow of a person dropping in a dream or a wish, like he's using the ocean he or she as a wishing well or whatever. But at the same time, could it be because the person is not clear, do you think this is some unrealized dreams, or it's like knowing the difference between a wish and a want? Something you wish, you just wish. If it's something want, you're going to walk by faith and move forward. What do you really want? Because with pulling this card, don't make any promises that you're not going to keep, or you cannot fulfill. So I ask each and every one of you, or I encourage each and every one of you to ask yourself, or what are you wishing for? What are you dreaming about? Is an illusion, or if it's something you really want, that you're willing to drop that in and do the work, and don't even promise yourself you're going to do something that you're not going to be able to commit to. Like I said, this Scorpio, we got in Venus in the communication, we have the new moon, so there's a lot of intensity. And it's all going to come back to that self-mastery. That fire in your belly, So if you have any illusions or obsessions with power, it's time to get a grip on all of that. Let all that stuff go. Walk by faith. And don't plant seeds at this new moon of illusions and dreams. What do you really want? You need to ask yourself the question. And I also encourage you, I posted new moon readings for each sign. So please go and listen to your sun, moon, and rising and see how it applies. And if you know your sun, moon, and rising, look at all of them. Now, I pulled another chakra card here. This is that second chakra. This is about completion. A cycle has ended. It's time to let go. It's time to move on. Move on. This is like a life comes to a spectacular close. Now, at this Scorpio new moon, you're planting new seeds. So to plant new seeds, there's some things that just have to be released at this time. So what do you want to release? What are you going to release? And the key words here is achievement, determination, and fulfillment. determination to walk forward and trust. This is about this is about honoring your legacy also. You know, I would also say this is a time to remember and cherish some of the ones who have gone on before you. And with this Scorpio so active at this time, you know, this is the time you ever like you're doing something and, you know, your grandmother used to say something or you hear something that makes you think of someone who has moved on or there's a fond memory because they're always with you. So this is a time for all those dreams and illusions, but that's what you're going to drop in here, dreams and illusions, so you can deal in reality and move forward. You're putting those wishes and dreams to bed because you're going to move forward with what you want. You are going to release the past and accept the responsibility for what you've allowed in your life at this particular time. It's a time for all that stuff to end because you don't want to become stagnant. So at this time it is introspective, but at the same time with this particular chakra, I encourage each and every one of you to drink as much water as possible. And if you'd like to do some yoga or stretching, because this is dealing with all the emotion. This is that second chakra that I feel, that feeling, those emotions, so they could be intense. So if you could like stretch and do things like that, that would be very good. And going into that self-mastery, help balance you out here. And if you allow yourself to let go and deal with reality, if you're dealing with any type of karma or life, because we like to play with semantics of words. So whatever it is that you're dealing with, if you are willing to let go of the old way, let go of what you've allowed into your life, and realize that there's nothing but joy and abundance that is in your future. Now this says, treasures that arrive like gifts from heaven may be of spirit or the earth, the ginkgo tree, of spirit or of the earth. And that's what we're talking about. We could be talking about our ancestors. We're talking about staying grounded because we live on this earthly plane. And even if we are dealing with our emotions and our dreams and wishes and illusions, we have to be grounded and realize that spirit is always with us to keep us grounded. And if we do that and work on our self-mastery, there's nothing here but joy. That's what we want, right? This new moon, hey, I don't know about you, but that sounds quite satisfying to me. So this also is about releasing fear, And we also, at this new moon, we have some opposition. So everything that is happening now is requiring a new approach to doing something old. And whatever old thing we do, it's time to let it go. So let's see here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card for each element, okay? So we got Scorpio. Since this is the Scorpio new moon, let's start with the water element. Spirit, give me a card for water people. The water, so we got Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay, we're going to take the first one. Grounding. Go deep. Explore your roots. Isn't that what this is about? Your emotions and feelings, exploring your roots, getting grounded. You see he's sitting with his back on that tree, his feet are on the ground, back against the tree. Grounding. It's with all that water, all those dreams and illusions, the past and trying to let it go. All this water is requiring you to get a little grounded here. Not a little. And you may be grounded. Sometimes you got to get regrounded. Because you come, my grandfather say off center, maybe a little off center this, with all this going on in the sky. So water, I encourage you to ground yourself if you're not grounded, and if you, or if you need some regrounding or recalibrating, if you can get out in the sun, put your back against a tree. Go deep and explore your roots. Maybe Spirit has a message for water folks. Go deep, explore your roots. You know how the elders used to say things to you. So that was water. So who else? Let's see, water. We got fire here. So let's go with Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, the fire signs. Through gratitude, joy expands. Grace and gratitude. Now, fire people, they be like, bam! There it is. There it is. That's a James Brown song. There it is. There it is. I don't know I love James Brown. That's okay. But nevertheless, through gratitude, expand your joy. So there's like grace and gratitude. So here's maybe is using that fire, because this is a 10. This is like an end of a cycle. So you're moving forward. So in the past, maybe you've been spitting fire. So you have to realize you have to accept the responsibility for the things that you've allowed in your life. And so this is a time to show some grace and gratitude to yourself and to others, which is part of that self-mastery. And that would be a new completion here, so that you can have that joy. So fire, grace and gratitude. Oh, I think this is really good. So we had the fire, we had water, fire, earth, wind, fire, wind, air. So let's see the air signs. That is Libra, Gemini. All right, who's the other air sign? Aquarius. Miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Miracles. If you're walking by faith and facing what's in front of you, you can anticipate that miracle. If you're letting go of dreams and illusions and want to deal with reality and approach things in a new way, because this Scorpio vibration is not about mediocrity. You can expect a miracle. So let the old stuff go so that your miracle can come and you can have some joy. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Okay, so who else? We have the earth. Wait a second here. Let me turn these right. Okay, so we have earth. Earth. So what we got? Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. What we got for you guys? Let's see. Spirit, give me a card for the earth people. Okay, this one I think wants to come. The time is now. Answering the call. She's going, you see that? It's like stepping into a new path. Walk by faith. Whatever you're dealing with, just go through it. You got to go through the door. You got to answer the call. The time is now for you to get control of yourself. Accept what you've allowed. Let go of the dreams and illusions. And Focus on what you want. This is the end of a cycle. This new moon at 11:38 tonight. Answer the call so that you can have some joy here. Woo! Isn't that beautiful? I think that she's just walking on a new path. New path. Everything is new here. New paths, new miracles, grace, grounding. All new. Oh my gosh. Guys, I hope this is a magnificent week because what I see here is all possibilities. It's a possibility to change, evolve, and grow. So let me know what you think. Hit that like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment. And this is Sister Omi. Thank you for tuning in and peace.